All right, I do want to show all my success and failures. This is my failed attempt at growing beets this year. I mean, when I failed miserably. So they were in here. I put them in over the fall. So we're talking about um, like October and maybe even September. And they stayed in the ground. Again, this is a soil problem. The soil was too hard. I discovered that much later on. I'm mainly going to use them for their leaves. They're still edible. But I do want to document all my success and my failures, and so for me it's a failure. I do enjoy beets, and having these little itty bitty hard things was not what I was going for. Um, but overall, I'm pretty happy about how the garden is doing. I do plan on planting more things. I am planning out my fall garden. So I'm going to get that up and going. But we have gotten quite a bit of rain. So I'm not having to come out here and labor and try to get these plants watered and keep them watered. It is quite a bit of work to do that with these plants on the deck. Um, Again, one area I was hoping to be able to have abundance of are the beans. They are doing much better. I just don't have the proper space to plant as much beans as I would like to. I have a squirrel problem. The squirrels are getting in here where I have my beans down in the garden bed and they're just like digging stuff up. I'm going to try to get in here and plant some things. I've not had much success in planting beans and the green stalk, but I have a bunch of space that needs to be utilized. So I'm going to get in here and utilize this space. I have some things that are really struggling. I've, again, not been very successful at growing winter or summer squash. I had to recently pull out a squash plant because it was just covered in vine borers, and I tend to have very small squash plants, if at best. I do enjoy eating squash, so it's kind of a disappointment, but I am gonna, get in here. Like this is I think it's a summer squash. I hope this got pollinated. But that's a baby squash plant. I'm not sure which variety. Um, but they tend to be very small. I have them in containers because we have horrible vine borers that will just literally eat them. So I do have plans to plant more, and I have some things that have just struggled. These little micro tomato plants have struggled in here. Um, the ones that I have growing up here, they've been around since I started them indoors in February. And so you can see they're kind of struggling in the heat, but they're big producers. We've been able to eat lots of tomatoes before our other tomato plants have started to produce. But at some point they're just gonna give out. So I might plant more of them and have them as the season continues on. I mean, we have a very long growing season, and I do enjoy these little tomato plants. But you're gonna have some success, you're gonna have some failures here in the garden. But overall, I'm happy on how things are turning out.